Good morning. Today is the day after the Laufey concert, and oh boy am I sleepy. I don't know if I mentioned it last night. I didn't get home until about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it feels like I didn't get home until 2:30, 3 o'clock. Boy am I sleepy, and I don't know if I really like that. I'll just wear this and call it a day. Yeah, I spent most of the day sleeping because I woke up at about 9 and then I got some work done and then I went to bed or I went back to sleep and then I woke up again, got some more work done and then I went back to sleep. And that's just kind of been the cycle. But it's time to go to school. So I am going to school and I'm wearing my shirt. Tate McRae came to Orlando the night before Laufey did, and then I saw a bunch of people wearing her shirt the day after, and then I made fun of them, but I was like, no, it's kind of cool, because what if I run into somebody else who also went to the concert? So I'm gonna wear it and see if I ran into somebody else who went. All right, let's leave now. Man, I went to school, did the whole day, and nobody mentioned my shirt. Whatever, that was a waste of a wear. Anyway, I came to Waterford because I had to pick something up really quick, and the sky looks like this. So I'm gonna go home now, and I'm also going to grab some gas just to undo all the driving I did last night. And we're gonna do that quickly. We're here at the end of the day, and I'm a little glossy because I already washed my face, but I decided to, I realized I forgot to end the vlog, so I'm just gonna do that now. Now, the real thing that I wanted to talk about today was the fact of some things that I felt while attending the Laufey concert last night, and how I've been thinking about it all day today, right? And what exactly it meant to me to attend that show. I know I mentioned it briefly, but I've been a fan of Laufey for a very long time. Like, I first discovered her when she was posting like covers on Instagram, and she hadn't released her first EP yet, and I was just a fan of her voice and what she could do, and I thought it was really cool, and I thought she was really talented, so I followed her. And I've just been, and I would show my friends her whatever, and they're always just like, oh, all right, and kind of moved on about it. But I was around when she was promoting and eventually released Typical of Me, which was her first EP. And obviously I was there on release night to like listen to it and all of that kind of stuff. And I've been following her ever since, and watching her explosive like growth is just so inspiring to me. And I'm glad to be a part of it, especially from like how early on I was. Like, I'm glad I was an early Laufey adopter. But yeah, attending her show just made me think a little bit, because she is just about my age. She's 26, I'm 24. And what she stands for and her creativity and all of that stuff was just so, it's always spoken to me, especially her coming from like a jazz background, and me, if you didn't know, I also come from a jazz background. Seeing somebody succeed at this level is just absolutely insane. And then when you think about it, right? If you're a creative, you may feel like this too. It's like, why do we create? I might have even talked about this on the vlog, like months, like early vlog. But why do we do these things? Why do we create, you know? Like, when you're making a thing, and especially when you do something like I do, where you make videos and you put them on like YouTube, or you host something, or you make music and you put it out, obviously those things aren't in front of you, you know? Talking about this with like MJ was a little different, because she's a costume maker and her creations are directly viewed by people in real life. So she gets pretty immediate feedback on, wow, this is so nice, or I love the way you did this, or blah, 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 blah. But I make videos, I make music, those things are typically enjoyed in an isolation in private, you know? It's very rare for feedback like that to come back to me. Sometimes it just feels like, why am I doing this for, you know? Like, it really feels like I'm creating in a vacuum, and I'm just creating for me and nothing else. And it can be hard to see the purpose when you do that. But When I attended her show, it felt like, wow, this isn't in a vacuum. It's not. She has thousands of people, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, I don't know how big the Kia Center is, who all came out and took time out of their day and took money out of their pocket to go witness her creations. And then seeing the set pieces that she had, and the the way the music interacted with the story, and the dancers, and the sets that moved, and the storytelling, all of that, it was just getting to witness the greater vision of what the product was. You know, it's like, obviously the centerpiece is the album A Matter of Time, but there was this whole world around it. And that's the thing I've always wanted to do, was create worlds around my art, and create worlds that people can lose themselves in and exist in for a point in time. It's something that I've always wanted, and I've never been able to do because I get lazy, I get discouraged, I get uninspired. But seeing it in front of me, you know, like when I went and saw Dua Lipa, I didn't really have this kind of reaction to it. When I went and saw Kenny G, I didn't have this reaction to it. When I saw Coco Jones, I didn't have this reaction to it. When I saw Espa, I didn't really have this reaction to it. But there was something about Laufey that it clicked. And there was a moment in time when everybody around me was crying, but the only thing I could focus on was her. And this incredible thing that she's built. And I was 100% sold. Like this, like between her and her sister and all of the other like people on her creative team, they've created this beautiful like show, and they've created this world, and they've created this exhibit, I guess. This like it's like, it's art, but it's bigger than that, you know. It feels like an installment. It's like a it's like a one night installment. It's a moving art piece that's traveling the world, the United States, and a little bit of Canada. I don't know. It was truly special. It was truly special, and it reminded me of why I want to do what I do. And I need to work harder so that I can do it too. I want to build my own worlds. And I want people to feel the way I felt about my stuff, how I felt about Laufey. And then I want people on their vlogs to talk about it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it was absolutely incredible, and Laufey might have changed my life last night. Honestly, I think it's fair to say Laufey changed my life last night. Yeah. I think that's it. So I guess I'll end off there. To Laufey, I'll just say thank you. And I hope that one day we can be friends and I can tell you this story in person. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. Good night.